My training officially started for the Chicago Marathon in October today. I'm in New York City for a trip and we're staying in Midtown. So the plan was to go down to Central Park, which is maybe a mile away, and do twice around the park on the ring road that goes around the park. It's a jogging slash bicycle road. And I've done races there before, so I know it's there and I know the distance. And once around the park is 6 miles, so I did 12 miles today. And I knew it was going to be hard. I'm in good shape because I do jiu-jitsu every day, but I hadn't been running. I hadn't run in a couple of months. So running wise, I knew this was going to take a toll. And I knew the first time around was going to be fine. And then the second time was when I was going to start to feel it. And that's exactly what happened. I got around the first time. It was fine. It wasn't blazing fast, but it was fine. And then as I was passing the place where I would exit and continued to go, it was like, oh, it would have been nice to be able to get off there. And then the work started, and progressively as that lap continued, it got harder and my body was in more pain. I wasn't cardiovascularly, I was not tired, I was fine. Although Central Park has hills. Central Park is not flat. It actually has some significant hills. It's kind of undulating. So it's a challenging terrain. It's not without its challenges. But just running 12 miles, even completely flat, would have taken that out of me. But the thing that I noticed was that my mind stayed focused and clear. And never did I consider quitting. And it, there was plenty of reason to. By the end of that run, I was going very slowly, but I was still running. And that was my rule for myself. So I'm not going to quit, and I'm not going to walk. Because my thinking is, it's gonna be hard for me to run this marathon mentally and physically, but mentally is where it really is. I've run 3 marathons before. Every single one of them I've walked some portion. I didn't have the mental focus and strength to make it all the way through without walking. And it really was a mental issue, not a physical one. I was in good enough physical shape to finish every marathon, and I did finish every marathon. It's just the point about walking that kind of sticks in my craw. So I want to do this marathon, regardless of time. I want to do it with no walking. And I also want to do it in less than 5 hours. And that was my rule for myself. I'm going to do these 12 miles because if I don't have the mental stamina to will myself through 12 miles today, even though it's 5 months out, then I may as well not even do it. And if I had quit on myself, I would quit on the marathon. I committed to raise money for a charity in order to get my number. I would have just paid the money out of my pocket and stopped training. So that was my rule for myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it without walking. I'm going to show myself who I am from a toughness perspective, and I was able to get it done. And I was impressed and happy with how clear and strong my mind was, and what an improvement I see in myself from that perspective. I don't remember the last time I ran 12 miles. It's been a long time. It's probably 7 or 8 years. And my increased mental strength from that time is significant. Even though my body might have depleted a little bit just from age, mentally I'm much stronger. And that is encouraging, and I saw in myself what I wanted to see today.